I hope today reminds you all that miracles can be moments away. How one conversation a year ago could lead to all of us here today. When I first met Anise, I knew that I'd found my soulmate. She may still be thinking about it, but if you're hearing this, it's probably too late. Anise came across so pure of heart, I was suspicious. It seemed too good to be. But how could she not? It's so clear she comes from a beautiful family. It didn't take long for us to find out there are things about us that are much the same. Our hobbies and values, and then she explained we shared our surname. She thought this was cute, I thought it was illegal. I sat in true dismay. Of all the things I want to share with you, the last is DNA. I went on to learn that Anise is organized, punctual, and calculated, and I felt so much more at ease because I knew there was no way we're related. Speaking of family, mine are loving but strong. They taught me to challenge myself in life. And in keeping with that advice, I now have a lawyer for a wife. I accept that now for every apology, written confirmation will be needed. In fact, when I signed the marriage contract, Anise asked, "Did you even read it?" I have now signed over all my worldly possessions, my house and my car, but most importantly, what you now own is the VIP section of my heart.
Like any human, Kumell faced a lot of obstacles as he navigated this journey we call life, and he handled it the best he could. That's not to say he didn't make his fair share of mistakes, but Kumell has a knack for falling upwards. It's like the universe doesn't let us tell him, "I told you so." And believe me, I've tried. At this point, I'm just playing nice, waiting for him to win the lottery. Now, I was no golden child, but I had one advantage: the support of an older brother who was willing to put his neck on the line for me, with the trust that even when it wasn't clear, that would ultimately turn out okay. Whoops. But seriously, I've always appreciated you. We might not have the most expressive relationship, but I'll take this chance to tell you I love you. Now I'm going to very, very quickly fast forward to the moment. The Rizvi clan grew even richer, and that's when Anise and her family entered our lives. People have told me a marriage is not just between two people, but between two families, and I never understood that until our families met. Even right now when I look around, I don't see two families, I only see one big one. Which probably says more about how well I know my own relatives. I don't say this often, but this union has been a true blessing. When I said I'd wait for Kumell to win the lottery, this is that very moment. I've always thought it's a shame to not have a sister, and I couldn't be happier to be gaining one. Anise, you're a diamond. Though I'll admit, once I first met you, I've been waiting to see your edge. You've just been too good to be true. Too kind, too sweet, too graceful. But it occurred to me while writing this very speech that I've known your edge this whole time. You married him. Welcome to the family, to you, my sister, to your entire beautiful family. Congratulations to the newly wedded couple and to us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sohail.
Kumell, it's an absolute honor to welcome you into our family, and I couldn't be happier.
I've never had an older brother before, and I'm so happy that we've gained someone like you. Both yourself and Suhail are so similar to Abbas and I that we all click right away, which made me realize deep down that you're the perfect family for my sister. Kumell, your calming presence and relaxed approach to life perfectly balances out my sister, and I've seen the positive changes in her since you two have met. Even though she probably doesn't like to admit it, I know that you make her happy, and as her younger brother, that's all I could ask for. Giving my sister away today really hurts, but giving her away to you eases the pain, as I know that you will look after her and care for her just like we have. Welcome to the family, Kumell. My major advice is to buckle in, because you're about to start the best chapter of your life. You're marrying someone who will be your greatest supporter in everything you do. She will stand by your side, cheering you on, even on the days you don't believe in yourself. You'll always have someone who believes in you more than anyone else. Baji's a dreamer, and being with her means you'll have someone who believes in your wildest goals and ambitions. She'll push you to be the best version of yourself and support you in ways you didn't even know you needed. Together, your dreams will grow bigger. As my sister is not giving a speech today, I know she would have wanted to say a few words to you, Mum and Dad, so I'll say them on her behalf. Papa, for many, many years you had the responsibility of looking after your parents whilst raising a family, and not once did you neglect either party. After doing a few calculations, I worked out that in the many, many years you spent driving Dada to wherever he needed to go, and then travelling from Ipswich to Leeds pretty much every weekend, you ended up travelling a staggering distance of over 470,000 miles. This equates to driving around the Earth just over 19 times, which surprisingly also equates to you driving to the moon and back. Now everyone has heard the saying, "I love you to the moon and back." Well, Papa, you had genuinely brought this quote to life. Dada and Dadi would be so proud of you, and if we could be 1% of the child that you were to your parents, then we would be happy. Dad, you are a hero.
Mum, your resilience and perseverance is something we admire every day. After having 3 kids, you then decided you wanted to chase your dreams and re-enter education. Whilst looking after 3 kids, running a household, going to evening classes whilst we were asleep, travelling to Leeds on the weekend, you got through your A-levels, attained your bachelor's degree, and then went on to attain your master's degree too. I could not have asked for a better mum. Mum, you're our inspiration. Any ounce of goodness we have in our bodies has come from you both, and only us 5 know the trials and tribulations you have faced over the years and the sacrifices you have made for us. Thank you both for everything.
So I was trying to think of a good wedding gift for Kumell, and I thought I could give you a survival guide for living with a niece. I feel like I've picked up on her quirks living with her, so I thought I'd share some for you, and hopefully you'll thank me later. Anise is the cleanest person I know. I call her my Mrs. Hinch. You missed a trick with that, you could have been a millionaire now. So even though she's extremely clean, she'll also observe you cleaning. She's very nice about it. She'll give you feedback. You'll have annual reviews. And my advice is just embrace it. I'm excited to come over. You'll have a spotless house. So she loves celebrating birthdays. We actually used to try and outdo each other on each other's birthdays with balloons and surprises. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not saying you have big shoes to fill, even though you do. But it does work both ways. Anise loves spoiling her loved ones, so I'm excited for you to experience your birthday with Anise as well. Anise consumes an insane amount of tea. I actually Googled if it was healthy to consume that much tea, and it was a big no, but it makes her happy, so get ready to make her 10 cups of tea a day. And also don't speak to her before her first cup of tea in the morning, which comes on to the next one, which is she hates mornings. Don't plan anything before 11 a.m. unless you want to ruin her week. And I understand this because I also hate mornings. So we used to work in the same area in London, and we would leave the flat together, go to the bus stop, wait for the bus, sit on the bus next to each other for 40 minutes, and we wouldn't say a single word to each other. And to this day, I've not met anyone who's understood me like that. So don't speak to her in the morning, and don't speak to me in the morning either. But on a more serious note, what you really need to know about Anise is she is the most kindest and supportive friend I know. She is so fiercely loyal. She celebrates every win, big or small. I always say when I leave a conversation from Anise, I'm walking away feeling like, yeah, I am amazing, she's right. She's so special to me, and I've always believed that she deserves the absolute best. She's achieved so much in her life, and she's incredibly, incredibly smart. But when she told me about Kumell, I just knew that he was definitely the perfect match from the way she spoke about him. And even seeing you together now, you both look so beautiful together. And I do believe you're made for each other.
Our dear Baji, thank you for being our constant source of guidance and always offering advice and wisdom when we need it most. Thank you for being a role model to us and setting an example on how to be kind, compassionate, and forgiving. Thank you for celebrating and sharing all the important moments and memories of our lives and making every birthday, Eid, and any festive celebration a day to remember. Thank you for all the catch-ups and always checking in on us to make sure that nothing is wrong and that we are both okay. Thank you for the unconditional love you have showed us and always being there for us no matter what challenges we face. Thank you for always being a patient listener when we needed to talk, no matter how big or small the issue is. Thank you for always having our back and never leaving our side no matter the circumstance. Thank you for all the fun and laughter we have shared over the years, making our lives more joyful. Thank you for always believing in us and never giving up on us if we had given up on ourselves. Thank you for helping us through our difficult times, whether that was through words of comfort or just being by our side. And thank you for not only being a sister, but also being our first lifelong best friend.
Baji, you are the greatest gift that my heart has ever known, and I'm one of the lucky ones to have walked through life with you right there by my side. Because of you, I will never have to know what it's like to be alone. Because of you, I will always have a best friend. Because of you, I will always feel loved and accepted. Because of you, I am me. Thank you for being my biggest supporter, my listener, my comforter, my safe place, my partner in crime, for all the things life has thrown at us. I want you to know that I adore you. You are forever loved, forever part of my life, and forever part of me. I have grown unbelievably protective of you, and giving you away today is by far the most painful and difficult thing I've ever had to do. But it's time for you to embark on a new adventure and make some new memories with Kumell Pie, and inshallah raise a family of your own.
أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن عليا ولي الله أشهد أن عليا حجة الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على
We only met a year ago, but that's not when we first spoke. Long before I heard your voice, you lived in me as hope. I heard you in the silence, and I'd see you through the dark. I'd blindly send my love to you, trusting it would find its mark. I hope today reminds you all that miracles are moments away. I wish all your dreams come true, and thank you for being in ours today.